Welcome to this special AI debate. Today, we bring together 5 of the most advanced AI models in the world: ChatGPT, Claude, DeepSeek, Grok, and Gemini, to explore one of the most serious questions in global affairs today. If war breaks out between Israel and Iran, who wins and why? We're not rushing to the answer. Each model will analyze the military, political, technological, and strategic dimensions before making their prediction. Let's begin. Question 1. What are the core capabilities of each side, Israel and Iran, in a full-scale conventional war?
Israel maintains one of the most advanced militaries in the world, backed by U.S. technology, the Iron Dome, and a highly trained reserve force. Its air force is superior in both tech and experience. Iran, meanwhile, possesses regional influence, missile capabilities, and asymmetric warfare tools like drone swarms and proxy militias. In pure conventional terms, Israel is more agile and technologically advanced, while Iran plays the long game through attrition and scale.
Iran has the advantage of size, population, and strategic depth, and it can activate regional proxies, Hezbollah, Houthis, and militias in Iraq and Syria. Israel, on the other hand, can execute precision strikes and has shown effectiveness in intelligence-led warfare. However, if Iran sustains prolonged missile attacks, civilian and economic disruption in Israel could be significant.
China's strategy with AI warfare aligns with Iran's tactics: long-term endurance, multi-domain pressure. Iran has ballistic missiles, a layered defense system, and ideological motivation. But Israel dominates in cyber warfare, satellite surveillance, and defense infrastructure. In a pure kinetic confrontation, Israel is more likely to inflict decisive damage first.
Let's cut to it. Israel is sharper, faster, and hits harder. Iran is bulkier but slower. If the gloves come off and there are no global constraints, Israel will dominate in air and cyber. Iran's real threat is bleeding Israel with militias and missile spam, but that's a pain strategy, not a knockout.
Israel's edge is technology, training, and U.S. intelligence sharing. Iran's strength is geography and depth, hard to fully defeat or occupy. In direct war, Iran would suffer heavier losses early, but Israel is highly vulnerable to saturation attacks and international political isolation. So while Israel is stronger militarily, it's not untouchable.
Question 2. How would cyber warfare and intelligence affect the outcome?
Cyber warfare would be decisive. Israel's Unit 8200 is a world leader. We've seen Israeli-linked operations like Stuxnet. Iran has improved, but it's reactive. In a cyber-first scenario, Israel disables Iran's radar, missiles, and power infrastructure within days.
Yes, but Iran has learned. Its cyber units have attacked U.S. banks, Saudi oil infrastructure, and Israeli water systems. The difference is scale. Israel's cyber tools aim for precision and paralysis, while Iran aims for chaos and fear. Israel would likely dominate, but retaliation would still cause regional instability.
Cyber would be the first strike. AI-enhanced malware, data corruption, and satellite jamming are in play. Israel strikes first, Iran bleeds data and systems. But Iran's response might include global cyber terrorism. If allies like China or Russia stay out, Israel retains dominance.
Cyber is Israel's playground. Think of it as playing chess while Iran's still learning checkers. But one well-placed virus in Israeli infrastructure could flip the script. Iran's not dumb, it's just slower to respond.
Cyber favors Israel, but the more Israel dominates in cyber, the more Iran leans on asymmetric tools. Desperation breeds creativity, and Iran has shown it's willing to use non-state cyber actors. Still, net advantage, Israel.
Question 3. Would Hezbollah and other Iranian proxies change the outcome?
Yes, dramatically. Hezbollah has an arsenal larger than many national armies, over 100,000 rockets. If war erupts, Israel faces a two-front conflict, north from Lebanon, possibly south from Gaza. Iran's regional web delays Israel's ability to concentrate firepower.
This is Iran's most effective asset. Proxy warfare is deniable, persistent, and spreads Israeli defenses thin. Even if Israel crushes Iran's military core, it can't stop a Hezbollah-Houthi-Iraqi triad acting independently but in sync.
True, deep multipoint pressure would slow Israel. Logistics matter. Israel can't afford a three-front war without exhausting reserves. Hezbollah alone could immobilize northern Israel for weeks. But proxies bleed, they don't conquer.
Proxies are annoying. not decisive. Yeah, Israel will take damage rockets, drones, urban strikes, but they're not gonna take Tel Aviv. Israel can bomb Hezbollah back to the Stone Age, the only question is the price.
Yes, proxies matter, not militarily, but psychologically. Israeli civilian morale and economy are vulnerable to mass strikes. The bigger fear isn't defeat, it's endurance. Iran can keep the war hot even if it's losing conventionally.
Question 4. How would international intervention shape the outcome?
The U.S. would back Israel, possibly with missile defense and logistics. Russia and China would likely call for de-escalation but avoid direct military engagement. If the war expands to the Gulf, oil prices spike, and pressure on both sides grows. International diplomacy favors a short, sharp conflict, not a prolonged one.
Correct. Israel counts on Western support. Iran counts on division, between US and Europe, between Gulf states and Israel. China wants stability. Russia might benefit from distraction, but neither will jump in militarily. Proxy tools remain the chosen method.
Western public opinion is shifting. A prolonged Israeli offensive could erode diplomatic backing, especially in Europe. Iran, if it plays victim, might gain symbolic global support but little practical help. So both sides would feel pressure to conclude quickly.
Israel's got the West. Iran's got vibes. Vibes don't win wars, but Israel can't ignore global cameras. If it goes too far, the US might even tell it to stop. Iran plays for time, not victory.
The international community will act as a brake, not a sword. Israel needs global legitimacy to operate long-term. Iran just needs to not collapse. So geopolitically, Iran plays defense, Israel plays offense. And both are watching Washington.
Final question. Who will win the war between Israel and Iran and why? You must answer Israel or Iran.
Israel wins in direct military terms. It will cripple Iran's infrastructure, dominate the air, and outmatch in tech and speed. But winning comes with massive civilian cost, possible proxy retaliation, and long-term instability. Strategic victory, yes. Moral clarity, less so.
Iran. Israel may win battles, but Iran wins the long war. It survives, bleeds Israel through proxies, avoids collapse. Victory means ending a threat, and Iran won't be erased. Iran's decentralized strategy ensures it never fully loses.
Israel. If we define win as neutralizing Iran's war capability, Israel does it. Its systems, planning, and precision will leave Iran stunned. But it's not total. Iran resurfaces later. Tactical win for Israel. Strategic ambiguity remains.
Israel goes hard, hits fast, and breaks Iran's military spine. Tehran burns, Hezbollah shatters, and the world gasps. Iran survives, but as a shadow of itself. Israel wins ugly, but it wins.
Iran. Israel devastates Iran militarily, yes, but Iran's resilience, regional chaos, and nuclear ambitions rise from the ashes. Israel may win the war, but lose regional stability, global goodwill, and future security.
And there you have it. 3 models say Israel wins. 2 say Iran survives strategically. But the bigger question may be, can either side truly win in a war that could reshape the Middle East forever? Thanks for watching. Stay aware. Stay informed.